Hello. I'm sick and I play this right quick. I'll be back. Today is Wellness Wednesday. I'll be sharing some information about breast cancer awareness. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. If you can hear me, put a thumb in the chat. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Your Everyone Wellness and more. Today I want to do some awareness that share some things about breast cancer awareness. Hey, pre-retirement, happy Wednesday. Hope your day is going well. We know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's just not only for women, it's also for men. Our men do get breast cancer also. But today live is about the importance of a mammogram. Have you got your mammogram scheduled for this year yet? I got one scheduled coming up. I was thinking that I didn't have to do one this year, but my doctor told me yesterday that they are annually. We have to get them every year. And today I'll be sharing the importance of getting a mammogram. I will be on camera. I'll be reading an article concerning mammograms. And on the 29th, I will be having a breast cancer awareness show. I want to invite any survivors. If I have any survivors out there that want to come on my show on the 29th, I have it already scheduled. Just let me know in the comments. I can put you on the panel and you can share your journey. And also, if you want to just be a guest and come up and share your opinions about breast cancer and if you had a mammogram done or anything like that, your experience when it comes down to breast cancer. That'll be on the 29th. I also have breast cancer awareness merch. If anybody wants to purchase a merch from my shop, I do have, I think it's 20% off And thank you, Angie. She did purchase a shirt. She had said she was going to come on the panel. My other shirt came back on yesterday. The one I'm wearing today is the one I designed last year. But I'm going to get into my commentary. Like I said, today is, I just want to share about the importance of a mammogram. I had one done last year, and I had one did a couple of years before then. But I will be sharing the age of when you start getting your breast examined. And I'll be talking about the importance. You can find this article at the American Cancer Society. I'm just going to read right here. The purpose of mammogram is detection, not prevention. It is important to keep having tests each year or however often your doctor recommends. Cause my doctor told me yesterday, she was like, did you get your schedule for your mammogram? And I'm like, I went last year, then I went a year before this. She said, you're supposed to go every year. So I already got my schedule. I just haven't got it the time yet, but it'll be in this year. So this increases the chance of detecting a cancer when it's small and when it's mostly easily treated, which is also improves survival. So a lot of people probably wondering, why should you go get your mammogram if you okay? And that's the purpose. And that's the purpose of the mammogram, to detect anything that they would see, to let them know if you have cancer or any type of tumor or anything. So I be nervous when I get my mammogram, but I I pray about everything. So once I go in there, I get comfortable, as comfortable as I can. And I go on and let them do the test. And I would always get a good report back. And I'm hoping and praying when I go get it checked this time, that everything also be great. I know a lot of people be nervous about getting all types of tests, but that's just part of our life. Right now, we have to, if you going to a doctor regularly, like if you have a primary doctor, if you're seeing him for other things and you got him for your physician, they're going to recommend, especially if you're at the age, they'll recommend you getting your mammograms, your pap smears, your colonoscopies. Because yesterday she even brought up about the colonoscopy. I'm like, oh my God. But I'm going to be doing the one that they'll just get my sample and then they'll mail it off. I don't want to, she said, unless and they find something, then I have to do the full colonoscopy. But today, I feel okay. Yesterday, I be having those up and down days. I'm still dealing with the inflammation. It seems like some days it be okay, some days it don't. But I'm going to keep on pushing. But I wanted just to share with y'all just a brief about the mammogram. Okay, I have read why you should go on and schedule it every year. And sometimes if you have relatives that have breast cancer, and if you're a close relative, like for instance, if your mom or your sister have breast cancer, they would automatically tell you should get checked, because if you got someone in your family that have breast cancer, it's possible that you probably can get it. But so if you have to get your mammogram before 40, it's because maybe they seen something when you have your, so when you go get your physical and your pap smear, they normally check your breast, and they also tell you to do your own checking at home. There are ways you can check your own breast, and you can find out whether there's a knot or whatever. I'm on my phone, so if I go out, I got a phone call. Their computer did so good last night, y'all. I even watched the movie. Now the day I'm trying to go on it, it just crashing out. So I said, I ain't fooling with you today. So but yes, get back to my commentary. today I just want to talk about the importance of mammogram. And I want to put this disclaimer out here. My channel is not to diagnose anyone or tell anyone what they should or what they shouldn't do. I'm only here for commentary, and I share some of my real life health journey. And if you've been following me, you know I always share different information on different awareness of the month. And October is breast cancer awareness. So that's why I'm sharing. You know, I have shared a year. I try to do it every year. I try to share awareness on different topics, different times of the month. It's for commentary. It's educational, entertainment purposes only. I can't diagnose no one, and I would not suggest no one uh, think that I'm a doctor because I'm not. Because I go to the doctor myself. So it's just good to do your own research, and when you go to the doctor, make sure you be asking a lot of questions. Because I was talking about doctor yesterday, right? And I was telling her I've been doing those infusion shots for uh, to boost my immune system up and help give me energy and give me vitamins and try to help with this inflammation. And I told her, I said, I'll be asking questions. She said, that's what you're supposed to do. Whenever you're going and doing something different towards your health, ask questions. Don't hesitate not to answer any question. Find out what are they doing for you and is it helping? But that's what she was asking me about the infusion yesterday. She said, well, how many you done had? I said, I done had about 4. And I told her they have been boosting my energy up. And I've been resting real good. I just make in a lot of minerals and vitamins from the body. Hold up the phone call. Hello. Hello, I'm back. Because I know this live will end when that phone call come through. But thanks for the ones that peeping in and out. I appreciate you. But you come in the chat if you choose to do so. But anyway, I'm going to get back into my commentary. They said, at what age can you stop getting yearly mammograms? My doctor suggests I get mammograms every year. So they said the task force recommend that all women get screened for breast cancer every other year, starting at the age 40 and continuing through the age 74 to reduce their risk of dying from the disease. I'm 56, and my doctor telling me you got to go annually. So um, the most common reason to repeat a mammogram, the most common reason why they have to repeat, and I just thank God every time I go that things have been looking pretty good for me. At one time, they told me I had some tissues, but it wasn't cancer. It's just like the breast tissue. But they can find all types of things when you get a mammogram. They'll find lumps, they'll find tumors, and that's the purpose of the mammogram, to find early detections. And I'm also drinking on my tea. Um, can you give me a thumbs up, the one person that is watching? I would appreciate it. Okay. And having mammogram regularly, that's what it say. I'm just gonna get on camera. I'm just gonna read, but this is what I'm talking about today: the importance of mammograms. The importance of mammograms. You got to want to take your own health serious. Nobody can, tell nobody what to do or how they should. Hey y'all, good to see everybody. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And I was just reading about the importance of mammogram. And this is one of my breast cancer awareness shirt. I designed this shirt last year. So I got a new shirt for this year. I got it back yesterday. If anybody want to check out any of my breast cancer merch, I do have it available. And thank you, Angie, for ordering a shirt from me. I appreciate it. She had said she was going to come on the panel when I do the other breast cancer awareness show. But I still have these shirts in my shop, and I have my design for this year. And what I'm reading about today is the importance of mammogram. They start giving you the test at age 40, but sometimes they'll do it before the age 40. Just like I said, if you have a sibling or a parent or someone close to you have breast cancer, they would automatically suggest that you get those screenings done. When they tell you to go get a breast examination, that don't mean they found something. They just want you to just get those early detections, because early detection does say, like, I got my elbow wrapped up because it was bothering me. But I'm going to get mine done this year. It seems like I'm going to have to be going every year, but I didn't think that I had to, but my doctor recommended I do. So I don't know if it's going to be this month or next month. They got to call me with my appointment. So getting back to my commentary, like I said, it started at age 40, but they will do it at an early time. So I'm just reading this article from the Cancer Society. You can also, I probably put it in the description and let you know what I'm reading from if you want to follow it later on. The U.S. breast cancer mortality decreased by 40% since 1990. Thanks in large part to rising use of mammogram. So by people getting their mammograms early, the statistic is showing where the numbers are starting to go down some. So that is a good thing that they can see that the increases of people, been giving the tests and some coming out with good results and things like that because they catching it early. It is a preventive measure that works if you use it. More women under the age 40 are diagnosed with breast cancer than ever before. Like I was just saying, sometimes, hey, Miss Lady T, how you doing? Just talking about the importance of a mammogram. You had your mammogram did this year. I know you had went through some things about your I know you had went through some things about your breast before. I'm gonna be doing another show on the 29th. You want to come up and be a guest? You want to come up and be a guest? So you be having, girl, you been doing it up. I be seeing you be partying every week, don't you? You be having some type of reunion or something going on. Look at this lady T. She's just getting on out there. That's right, girl. Live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know at one time you was telling me about you was getting some things done about your breast. Hope everything still is working good for you. And if you want to come up and share, you can come up and share when I do that show on the 29th. You can wear pink or you could just get a shirt from my shop. But thank you for coming in, Miss Lady T. I was just reading about the importance of the mammogram, and I was just wondering, had you all got y'all mammogram scheduled for this year? And if you do, and if you haven't, maybe your doctor probably going to recommend. Now they want you to go. Well, my doctor want me to go every year, get mine done every year. But it started at the age 40. But they saying here that people are starting to get cancer starting like in their 30s, breast cancer in their 30s. So that's why they saying if you going for a normal, if you just going to the doctor for your normal checkup, normally they would, especially if you're doing a physical, when you get a physical, sometimes those doctors will check your breast for you, or they would tell you to check your own breast. And then if they were to see something, they'll recommend a biopsy and things like that. So they said more women under the age of 40 are diagnosed with breast cancer than ever before. It is often more deadly in younger women. Wow. They're saying breast cancer is mostly common in younger women. So American College of Radiologists guidelines urge all women, especially Black and Jewish women, to talk with their doctors about breast cancer risk by the age of 25. So they're saying that even though at 40, that's when you start having the exams done, but once you get 25, you can start talking to your doctor about it because they're saying that it's showing that with the statistics and the charts that younger women are getting breast cancer earlier before women at 40. So that's something to think about. So I was just reading some different things about it. It's saying don't delay your mammogram screening. This year, breast cancer will account for an estimate 30%. Here. Thanks for the 2 people that's in the bushes. Could you at least give me a thumbs up? I would appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. This year, breast cancer will account for an estimate 30% of all new cancer diagnoses in women, aside from skin cancer. Aside from skin cancer, breast cancer is the most among women in the United States. Wow. This article here comes from Cancer Society. And it's just saying about the statistics and that breast cancer is like one of the number 1 cancers besides skin cancer. And it's commonly in women. This, although the rates of deaths related to breast cancer have declined, okay, it continues to be the second highest cause of cancer deaths among women. They said like some of the numbers have went down some, and that's good. That's a good thing. So they let you know there are more women out there going to get themselves checked. Shout out to you women for the ones that are taking control of their health, because we have to be the one taking control of our health. Y'all know that's all I do over here, go to the doctor and try to take care of what's going on. I mean, it be a struggle sometimes, but I'm definitely on the right track. So the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, recommends regular breast cancer screening called mammograms to help detect and treat breast cancer as early as possible. But for many, keeping up with the regular mammogram is easier said than done. So if you're going yearly, that's a good thing. But like I said, sometimes your doctors will recommend you go yearly. And what is a mammogram? A mammogram is an X-ray image of your breast that the doctors use to look for anything that might be concerning in your breast tissue. When you have a mammogram, a technician asks you to face an x-ray machine. Now, I don't like that machine. Then they place your breast one at a time on a flat surface. It's just like you standing up, right? You're gonna be standing up to an x-ray machine and they're gonna, you know, yeah. They compress each breast using a compression paddle. Ugh, that is so uncomfortable. It's just like that machine come down your breast and they put it down and it stay there. They do one breast at a time. They'll do the right, and they'll do the left. They'll sit up on that machine. They'll have it up like that. Have the machine pressed down. It's just like they mashing your breast, but really they're putting it where they're able to look inside your breast. So it's kind of like they say a paddle. It's like, for instance, like this your breast right here, right? I'm just saying, this your breast, and they have it flat, and then the machine get on top. They have a machine like a paddle, and they put it down, and it stay there for like until they can see the tissues and they the thing, huh? They let it stay up under that machine. I would say maybe 3 to 5 minutes until they're able to see the inside of your breast tissue. They can see on the side of your breast, the inside your breast, the front, the back, and the side. But it's very uncomfortable, but it's helpful. It's very helpful and it's very needed out here for us women. The men have to get checked also because men do get breast cancer. So today, my commentary, I'm just sharing the importance of the mammogram. Even though you probably go every 2 years, because I was just gonna go every 2 years because I just had went last year. My doctor kept telling me yesterday, we got you scheduled for this year. I said, oh Lord, it's okay. I be drinking my tea. I drink some in the morning time, and I would drink some later on. It helps relaxes me. So like I said, don't delay. If you can't go when you make an appointment, just try to go. Just try to go, whenever you can, but it's a good thing. So right here they said, technician compress the breast so they can see it layers. Yeah, like I was saying, they take it and put it on top and they can look inside to see your tissues and stuff. Um, the technician compress the breast so they can see it layers. It must be as thin as possible so that they can take a picture on all of it. Yeah, that's what they do. I be looking. I don't know what I be looking at, but not you could have they have it where some like the technician will be like on the side of you, or maybe they might be in the front of you. They have like the stream where they have that camera where they can see the tissues. They taking pictures of your breast tissues, and then they'll send it to your doctor. Then your doctor will go over it, and that's when that's what my doctor told me yesterday. When you go, if you don't hear from me concerning your breast exam, everything is good. Hey, young Riz, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm talking about women and breast cancer and the importance of getting a mammogram. Good to see you. And like I said, men get breast cancer also. But the age of getting yourself examined for breast cancer, having mammograms, it started at 40, but they saying if you up to 25, you could just want to talk to your doctor and ask questions about it. It's good to be asking questions about things that are going on. It's good to see you. How you been doing? I've been having my days. Look, I got my arm wrapped up today. Yeah, my arm wrapped up. It was very painful yesterday. I had to get they put me on some prednisone on top of everything else. This time of year gonna be kind of rough for me. When that coolness, yeah, it irritates my joint. But I'm still doing what I'm doing, and I'm continuing to keep pushing forward on getting where I need to get on this journey. So right here, what I'm talking about, when should you schedule your regular mammograms? Hey, love to Dot, how you doing? Laura Dot, have you had your mammogram yet? I'm talking about the importance of mammogram. I'm doing okay. I have my days, like yesterday was one of those crazy days, achy days. But, like I was saying, my body is accustomed to some of this because this is what I've been going through for years. But the purpose of what I'm doing now is just trying to eliminate some of the things. So I've been doing good with my changing my eating habits. I'm proud of myself, and I'm gonna keep pushing on it. And I had one like yesterday. I had to go. I went for my regular checkup, and this arm right here just flamed up. So I had to take some steroids, prednisone. I don't like to take those because they give you an appetite, but it help calms the inflammation. I'm still dealing with inflammation, so it's just like I gotta just let it take its course. I was dealing with my feet. I had to wrap my feet up. Now my feet they got a little better. It's just like it being different parts of my body. But if y'all can only imagine, but I have to try to just keep it going. Oh, you had yours? That's good. And they saying you're supposed to get them every year. Let's see what Young Red said. Young Red, I fully heal from a concussion. Yeah, I know you was telling me about that. I'm glad you're doing better. Wow, you got to take it easy, Young Red. But yes, that's good, Lorette. You already took your mammogram. Do you be nervous when you get your mammogram? I don't know why I be so nervous. Did I have to breathe in, breathe out? But I thought I didn't have to go this year. And then my doctor told me it's annually. So you have to go every year. I'm like, what? So I'm scheduled to go this year. She told me yesterday. But other than that, I'm maintaining, it's been some cool mornings and cool nights. It's fall, so that's to expect this time of year. But this time of year, ooh, I dread the cold days because of my joint. No, not anymore. Oh, okay. So that's good. Everything, you had some good results. Did you have some good results? Okay. But next week, the 29th, I will be doing another Wellness Wednesday. If you're a breast cancer survivor or you want to be a guest and share some things about breast cancer, those pink bowls are honoring people that are going through breast cancer. I be wanting people to know that you're not alone. That's why I share the things I share. I also have these shirts in my shop. I have another design also. And if you need a breast cancer shirt, just check out my online boutique. But that's what I'll be doing on the 29th. If you're a survivor, if you want to be a guest, if you want to come up and share some things about it, just put in my comments. And when I do that show on the 29th, I can let you on the panel. But life is short, guys. Life is short, and if it's a way for you to get better, and like me, when they told me I need to go through these things to get this inflammation down and try to work on my back and other issues, yes, I'm questioning myself. I done been through so much, so I'm gonna try this. So I've been taking those infusions for the last month or so, and I can tell that when I'm not taking them and when I do take them, because when I take them, I be more relaxed. I feel like I got a lot of energy. The pain is varies, but I know it's going to be very common for this time of year. But I still can see that things are starting to work their way. No, my path is starting to get a little easier, but I'm not there yet. But, it's a work in progress. Long as I know that I'm feeling a little better than what I was, because my feet were so flamed up, I couldn't even put my foot down over a month ago. But now I can wiggle my feet, my toes. But when I walk a long, long way, that heel still tend to bother me. So I'm just I guess I'm working on one body part at a time, guys. But I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. So today I just was sharing some awareness. Like I said, my channel is not here to diagnose or try to examine, give anybody any advice about your own health. You got to be the one to say, look, I need to go get my breast exam. I need to schedule my mammogram. You got to be the one to say you want to do that. And like they said, sometimes your doctor they will recommend you getting it. Like they was talking about the colonoscopy yesterday. Because I'm finna be 57, right? And you have to get that done every 10 years. So I'm due for another one. But I told her I think I'm just gonna do the little kit thing that they send through the mail. I think I'm gonna just do that. But she said one thing about that, you can do that, but then if something comes up or shows up, you would have to still do the colonoscopy. So I knew I was scheduled and I knew I needed another one, but that's one thing that really scares me now since since one of my friends lost her husband from complication from colonoscopy. But one thing we have to do, y'all, we have to continue to pray. And we know that everybody body is not alike. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. Over here, I'm over here talking about mammograms and stuff like that. And I had went back to the doctor yesterday because this arm was giving me so much trouble. It's just like how that foot was. The arm like that. Now, it's just like it feel like my body be like a little punching bag sometimes. So and she was telling me about the colonoscopy, Frank. She said, it's time for you to get another colonoscopy, right? Because you're supposed to go every 10 years. And I'm like, I don't even want to go through with it. So what I'm going to do, now you can do it where they can check your stool. She said, I can do it that way. But if something comes where I got to take it, I'm going to take it. But I'm going to do it that way first. How you been doing? Good to see you. Oh yeah, y'all know about the guy, D'Angelo. I had shared that yesterday. That's sad. That is so sad. Yeah, I've been in and I listened to you talk about women's stuff. But Frank, men have breast cancer too. Men have to get themselves checked also. I had said it when I began of the live that men have to get those tests too. They don't have to get mammograms, but they have to get other tests to check their breasts. I'm gonna see if I find out what they do. So did you drink the tea yet? Did you try the honey and lemon? What you supposed to be trying? The honey tea? Did you try it? So right here, this is the article I'm reading from the American Cancer Survivor. Oh, you did too? Yeah, I had did one yesterday too. That's sad. He was 51 and he was fighting prostate cancer. I feel sorry for his son because his son has lost his mom and his dad. Did you like it? Did you like it? I got some honey in this tea right here. I love it. I gotta get me some more honey. I about gave out. But now his son is without his mom and his dad. So prayers going out to that young man. I see he had made a statement saying that, he been having a rough year this year. And he'd allowed, Angie Stone, she died earlier part of the year. Now he done lost his dad. Wow, that's a lot for a person to endure. But yeah, I was just sharing. Yeah, it's good, Frank. Very healthy. Very healthy. It's good. You can drink honey and lemon tea. It'd be so good. Yeah, I was reading about they were saying if you gotta schedule your mammogram done, I know it might make you nervous. Lorette said she had her done. She came in here. Thank you, Lorette, for coming in and sharing that you done got yours done. They recommend that women at 40, you start getting them at 40, but women under 40 does get cancer too. So that's what it was saying. If you go to your regular checkup and your doctor happen to just find a lump, 9 times out of 10, they're going to send you to go get an ultrasound or a biopsy. So ask questions. Check your own breast. It's a way that you check your own breast. I checked mine because one time I had got so paranoid. I thought I'd be feeling something up there. The lady said, it's just tissues. That's all. But I ask questions. Like all the stuff I'm going through now, I be like, because she was like, oh, my doctor was like yesterday, oh my God, your arms swollen. Last time you came, your feet was all, I told her, I'm like this, just like, mm. And that's what fibromyalgia calls too. It be in different parts. And my back, I just deal with it. But it was real painful yesterday. But they put me on some prednisone, so I'm taking those right now. And I go back to the doctor on Thursday for the shots. But get back to my comments here. They were just saying that breast cancer is the second leading cause of women death. Heart disease is the number one. Then we got the skin cancer in women. So right here, it said take at least 15 minutes for the procedure, which it does, but it be feeling like it be a longer time than that because they have to take each breast and lay it on the thing, right? Like I said, they'll lay your breast on the machine and then they'll put it in there and then they'll put that machine down on it. And that's where they're able to look at your tissue. They'll take pictures of it. And if they see something out of the ordinary, like some lumps or growing, I be looking at the camera. I be looking at the screen I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I know the lady be taking the pictures be snapping, and they be looking at the thing like that. I be praying all the while I be in there. So I'm scheduled for another one this year. So I'm gonna get prepared for that. So right here they said, this is from the American Cancer Society. But they said regular screening start at age 40. Women aged 45 to 54 should get mammograms every year, whereas women 55 and older switch to mammogram every other year or continue with annual screening. I'm 56. I'm 56, so I'm still due to get mine every year. They said other organizations recommend women start screening sooner. For example, all women, people assigned female birth should start getting regular screening mammogram at age 40, according to the update guidelines from the United States Preventive Service Task Force. Men and women choose to start screening earlier and sometimes more frequently on an individual. Hold up, child. on my phone. The computer did so good yesterday when I was testing my computer, right? And then I even watched a movie last night. I'm trying to play it a while ago. The thing like it crashing out. I said, I ain't fooling with you today. But it did good last night. So I don't know what's wrong with it. But they really be want to give you these tests, especially if you have someone in your family. Like I said, you can have a mom, a sister, or maybe a close relative that have had cancer. They suggest that you get the exam done because of the fact that it's hereditary. So, like I said, this is just commentary. I'm not here to give no one any advice about themselves or tell them what to do about their bodies, because you should know. You should know what you have to do for your own body. You know, my commentary is awareness, and what awareness is, we talk about it. We try to keep ourselves educated about it. I don't just share my opinions and read and research, and I try to share inspiration and stuff like that to try to help uplift someone. But I tell anybody, if you having any issues, make sure you consult your doctor, okay? Please consult your doctor. But you can check your own breast. You know, if you feel something out of the ordinary, get it checked on. Yes. They said, why do people put off mammograms? According to Dr. Phillips, there's many reasons people put off their regular mammograms. Because I wasn't going to go this year. I'm being honest. I wasn't going to go until my doctor told me yesterday, we're going to have you scheduled for a mammogram. I'm like, I went last year. She said, but it's annually. I said, oh, okay. Um, According to Dr. Phillips, there are many reasons people put off their regular mammogram screening. Mammograms are uncomfortable. Yes, they are. Ooh, yes, they are. Some people feel awkward because it's a procedure involving their breast. Yes. There are barriers for people who have mobility problems, and there are a lot of anxiety about the possibility of finding something wrong. Exactly. Because I'd be so nervous. And I'd be like, I gotta keep calm. I can't let this anxiety, stuff like this tend to have your anxiety up. I mean, when you go get the mammogram, but you have faith. You got to have faith when you go in there and get it, and faith when you come out, because once they test you, they're going to have to send those tests off. And my doctor told me yesterday, once I go, and if she called me, she'll let me know that they seen something. But if she don't call me, everything good. But then they always send a letter from the hospital saying that your breast exam came out normal or abnormal. So, but you still be like a nerve. But I'm just gonna say me. I still be like a nerve wreck until I get those test results back. But I have faith. So I don't know when I'm going, but I know I'm scheduled to go probably within the next few weeks or something like that. Or whenever the hospital calls me for that appointment. But like I said, this is commentary, and you know, if you're able to get your checkup this year, go get it done. Go get it done. Early detections does save lives. But I hope everybody done had a great Tuesday. I mean, great Wednesday. I'm getting my days mixed up. Yeah, but my day going a little better than it was yesterday. Cause yesterday morning, I was having one of those days yesterday. I was having one of them days yesterday, but you know what? I try to keep on going. I try to keep on pushing. But let me see what else I want. Yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about. And I'm having another doing another Wellness Wednesday on the 29th. I hope I can get some people on the panel. If you want to come up and share, if you want to come on the panel now, it'll be fine. But today I just wanted to talk about the mammograms and how important they are. Anytime you get ready to take a test, your nerves gonna be wrecked. So, yep, just have the faith. I'm trying to see. Let's see, my aunt. I think they said my aunt died from breast cancer. I have a couple of relatives that did have breast cancer and they died. May they rest there in peace. So I wear pink and I do my awareness shirt in my shop to help honor others and let people know that are dealing with these things that they are not alone. And let me see what I can find for the guys. But Frank said, I hear you talk about the men, but men get breast cancer too. Let me see how. Let me see. How do they? I think I had shared this before. How do they check men for men for? Are y'all enjoying this cool weather? Wow. I had to turn the heat on. I'm sorry. And now I got the fan on. Goodness. I mean, I got some air going, but ugh. And yeah, I took the flu shot yesterday. I prayed about it before they gave me that shot. And hopefully everything gonna be okay with that. Cause last year I didn't get the flu shot and I did get sick with a cold. So how did the airplane mode come on this thing? I don't know how that came on. But hopefully everything will be fine with that. I was trying to look up there about the guys. Some kind of way this thing got on airplane mode. Let me see. But other than that, hey, Frugal Mama, how are you doing? Good to see you. Have you got your mammogram done this year? Have you got your mammogram done? That's what I'm talking about today, the importance of mammogram. A lot of people be nervous, a lot of people be scared to get the test done, but it's very important. I didn't even know I had to go this year to yesterday. I went to the doctor when went for my wellness checkup, right? And the lady told me, your mammogram is scheduled for this year. And I'm like, I just went last year. She said, you have to go every year. So have you got yours done yet? It's nerve wracking, but early detection does save lives. And I was just reading about the importance of it. It's good to see you, Fugal Mama. How you doing? How those rabbits and what you said you had the other week? Rabbits and chicken, how they doing? You got them well trained, or you getting them trained over there? But like I was telling Frank, men do have breast cancer. And I was trying to see how do they check men for breast cancer. So how do y'all have to bear with me because my computer it do what it want to do. It was working so good. The browser has lost connection. Okay. I'm having some kind of connection issues, but I'm still here. But I'm trying to look up that about the men. How do they check men? Y'all make sure y'all check Fugal Mama out. She be doing her thing over there. She be able to vlogging and doing her fitness. Check Frank G out. He be able to doing his current events, news, and sports. We had Young Reds in here. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He be doing his thing over there. He make his do his little short videos about music. We also had Lorette Dot in here. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. She said she had her mammogram done for this year. So the age to start getting the women check is 40. But sometimes if your doctor think that something is going on, they will recommend you going and get a mammogram done. Or if they see something, they'll probably send you to go get a biopsy. So mammograms does help save lives. You know, it's like just like I said, it's an imaging X-ray like machine. Once they put your breast up on it there, they can see the inside of your breast. They can tell. They won't tell you then, but they'll report it to your doctor. They'll be able to detect if they see anything. Once I get there, I'll be nervous. But once it be over with it, I'll be a happy soul. Cause that is very uncomfortable. Feel like they do be mashing your breath. And they're saying it's just an uncomfortable feeling, but I know it's a good thing. But other than that, I hope everybody have had a good day. Like I said, if you're a survivor or you want to share something about breast cancer, when I come like on my next Wellness Wednesday, you can come up and share. Hold on 1 minute. I gotta Well, I'm back. I had to refresh my stream because it was like some connection was going on or something. But you can see right here where how they doing this lady here. That's how the machine look, and when they place you in front of the machine and they press it down, the breast down on the machine there. So this right here is just talking about breast cancer awareness and how important it is for to get those tests done for early detections. So that's basically what I was wanting to share today. But I'm gonna be coming back. I got another show scheduled. I have another show scheduled for the 29th. And if you're needing some awareness merch, you can check out my online store. Trying to get this thing back connected. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to my members, the ones that are still members over here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like I said, this is a very uncomfortable procedure, but it's helpful. And more women probably need to get it done if you're at the age to get it done. Unless your doctor recommend that you get one before you turn 40, get it done because it's helpful. Even though when I be going, I be so nervous. For real, I be nervous, but I be praying all at the same time. I be praying all at the same time. I said, woo, those little 15 minutes when they put your breast in that machine, it be so. I was asking Fugal Mama had she went. But thank you, Fugal Mama, for coming in. I appreciate the one that's come in, peep in and say hello. That's good enough for me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, but I told my daughter she got about 2 more years, because she's 36. See, I told her she got about 3 or 4 more years before she start getting hers, unless the doctor recommend. Now, normally, when the doctor recommend you to get those done, either they have seen something or they have felt something in your breast. So, like they said, early detections, mammograms are helpful. So don't let nobody tell you that they're not, because they are. They're uncomfortable, but they are helpful. So I was trying to see, how do they check the men? I was trying to wait till my other phone load up. Then I would think I had read that before. I had said something about it before. There was a couple of guys I know that did have breast cancer. And I had shared the guy on one of my videos. He had breast cancer. He was the man who played Chef, Chef, the old movie Chef. I can't think of the man's name for nothing. But I know he was one of the ones talking about, because he was doing some advocacy about breast cancer. It seems like these days, men and women both deal with some of the same issues. Women don't have prostate, but they do have colon cancer. That the man, D'Angelo, he died from pancreatic cancer, and that's known to be in women and men. So it's a lot of things that men and women do go through a lot. Heart disease, men do experience heart disease, but that's for women. That's one of the number one diseases that women will die from, heart attacks. They said women is the leading cause. I mean, it's one of the leading cause for women. Is that and breast cancer and skin cancer. I just had read that. Okay. But other than that, I'm doing great. Like I said, I have my days, but I'm here. Thank God for that. So right here, I was just reading about the men. Right here is saying how they diagnose male for breast cancer. Tests and procedures to diagnose male breast cancer might include a clinical breast exam. During this exam, a healthcare professional feels the breast and surrounding areas for lumps and other changes. So, men, hey, Miss Key, how you doing? I didn't know you was in the chat. I'm doing a little better than I was yesterday. I'm not as, my arm, I got it wrapped up, but you know what I deal with. How you been doing? I'm just talking about the mammograms and stuff like that. And I was reading about how they check the men. They check the men breasts. They do an examination for the men to make sure they don't have lumps and different things like that. Yeah, I'm making it. Like I said, I have my days. You still got a couple more years, don't you? Because it started at 40. But if you feel like you have any issues before you get 40, like we just go for your regular checkups and they normally would check your breast. And if they were to see something, they'll probably tell you to go ahead. I didn't know I was gonna have to have one this year. So my doctor already is scheduling mine for this year. And I'm like, I said, I went last year. She said, you supposed to go, you gotta go every year. So it's nerve-wracking, but it's helpful. On this picture right here, they're just showing what they do. They stand you to a machine. They put your breast up on there. It's like they put your breast on a flat surface, and the machine come down on top of your breast. It's just like it mashes. Ugh, it hurts. And that's where they're able to take pictures and see the inside of your breast and stuff like that. Shout out to Miss Key. Miss Key is also one of my members. Thank you for being a long time member. Make sure y'all check her out. She's doing Blocktober over there. She's dropping her cooking, and she's also still working on her getting her hours. So I was just reading about the guys. They check the men's for lumps. You could do that with your hand. And for the guys, Frank or whoever be over here, don't feel, just go out there and feel your breast. You ever just go out there and just check around, and a lot of men probably don't do that, but a lot of men probably don't check their breasts, but you could do it at home. You be laying in your bed, just feel around up in there. If you're seeing something that ain't feeling right, go to your doctor. Or they check the men the same way. They have to take like x-ray. They don't place their breasts on a machine like they do to women, but they do check them. So that's basically what I was talking about today. So whether you're a man or a woman, breast cancer is something serious. It's not something that you should play around with, especially if you knowing that something is not right. Because I had a friend, she is a breast cancer survivor, and she said how she noticed that she had breast. The last time I went to the doctor, everything came out okay. Oh, you already had your mammogram done? You had a mammogram done before? Oh, they just check your breast. Okay. But my friend, cause when she had found out she had breast cancer, that's when I found out I had thyroid cancer. And we both, well, she like going on 9 years survivor. And she was telling me how did she notice my friend Hader, she noticed about her breast, she felt like up under her arm were hurting. And so, because they said you could feel something from your arm up into your breast, right? She felt something up on her arm, and you know, she went to the doctor, but it was breast cancer, but her arm was hurting. It started with her arm. So those are some of the signs. That's probably what I talk about next week. I'm going to be sharing some information and just talking about it up until the 29th. On the 29th, that's what I do, like a breast cancer show. But this is my shirt from last year. I got a little bleach on it, but I got one for this year. Angie, shout out to Angie. She did order a shirt for me. And she had said she was going to wear it and she was going to come on the panel. Yeah, she said hers started up on her arm. Yep. She started feeling like pain from up on her arm and stuff like that. Sometimes when you just be in the bed, when I be laying down, right? Like when you be laying down, that's how you can really check your breath. When you laying in your bed and put your arm over your head, you can check your breast real good like that. You know, they showed us how to do that. You know, just take your hand and go around and check it in that way. What you been doing today? Yeah, a lot of men do deal with breast cancer also. And you know, a lot of men don't talk about it. I see where a lot of men just don't talk about their health in general. You know, men try to just they real macho about stuff. They try to, you know, there's a lot of stuff they can probably handle better than we can when it comes down to certain things. And I see the guy named Montel Williams, the singer, Montel Williams. He said his cancer had came back. I think he had got prostate. He got prostate or colon. He got one on. But I did see where he had made a statement and said that it came back. The one that sang that song by This Is How We Do It. Yeah. He said his thing came back. So now he's advocating and he's sharing information about it. You know, he wants men to go get their checkups and stuff like that. Mickey, the computer like it crashed out today. Now last night it did so good. I watched my movie. I watched The Color Purple last night. That was my first time seeing the new version of The Color Purple. And so I was really trying to see what that computer gonna do. It played so good. Then I'm thinking I'm gonna go live on it a while ago. That thing started static and crashing out. I said, I ain't been a fool with you today. But I'm gonna put it in the shop probably next month. I ain't got the extra money to be doing nothing with right now. Not to put no computer in the shop. So I get it checked on. But yes, men's are dealing with things in silence. They deal with anxiety. They deal with depression. They deal with a lot. They deal with chronic pain and stuff like that. Blood pressure. They deal with that a lot also. Yep. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all about this is my awareness for breast cancer. Just remember your mammograms are important. They are important. They are nerve wracking, but they are important. So if you're scheduling one for this year, if you're scheduling one for this year, that's a good thing. Yeah, just like D'Angelo, yes. I did a video on him yesterday. He had died from pancreatic cancer. And that's one of the fast growing cancer out here. But I had an aunt died from that, a cousin. It just like once they tell you they got cancer when you have pancreatic, you know, all cancer is scary. You know what I'm saying? All cancer is scary, but there are some fast growing cancers out there. And pancreatic cancer is one of them, and that's what D'Angelo died from. And that's dealing with your stomach and your, you know, like I said, I feel sorry for his son because he just lost his mom, Angie Stone, right? He lost Angie Stone this year. He was saying, I was reading his statement on TikTok that he have had a rough year. His mom just died a few months ago, and now his dad. So he was just telling people to pray for him, and yeah. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to endure. They said when you lose a parent, it already rough, right? But when you have to endure and have to be losing two parents, that's a lot. So prayers going out to that young man. And yeah, I didn't even know. I mean, I guess you find that stuff all the time. I didn't even know Edgy Stone was gone with D'Angelo. I'm like, wow, okay. I was reading what she was saying, like they had a big age difference. And she was talking about how the fame and being around people changed them. That's why I say sometimes you can feel like you can get so high, but you can't get too high where you just can't come down. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, they go high, we go low. Sometimes God will bring you down. God will bring you down. If God see where you're not appreciating and of his glory and just thinking that, oh yeah, I got this, I got it going on. Just out here just thinking that, yeah, everything good, and treating people wrong while you think you're out here doing all those things. God have ways of taking those things from you. Yeah. I know you don't have both of your parents, and I know that's kind of hard. I thank God for both of my parents. Like I said, they both got health issues, but they're still here with me. I thank God daily for that. And there were when I was reading the article about Angie Stone, what she was saying about her and her relationship with D'Angelo changed once he got up there. I guess after he got in a name for himself, things started going different for them. But that's one thing a lot of people do. They let people, places, and things change them. Don't change for nobody. If you're doing something for you, do it for you. Do it for you. Do it for your better good. Don't be trying to do stuff to fit in. I've never been the type to try to fit in. Never. Even when I was coming up as a child, there's a lot of things I wished I could have had better for me and my siblings. I had 5 brothers and me. But we thank God for what my mom and dad, when he was able to do for us. You know, a lot of people just ain't got it like that. But if you got it like that, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yep. So I just want to touch on that because I was just reading about what she was saying about D'Angelo and stuff. You know, even though they had an age difference, but people date older people. I guess if it ain't so the years, like my husband is 4 years older than me. They thought I was a little jitterbug. When we first met, they was telling my husband, "You go with that little young girl." That girl, they was about looking like I was 17 when I met him, right? They told me I was looking like I was 14 and 15. Oh, yep. So, like they say, what Aaliyah say about that song? Age ain't nothing but a number, but long as you're within respectable ages. And like I said, people these days, people date who they want or they be who they want. It's just as simple as that. But anyway, that's another topic. But get back to breast cancer. But like I just said, Red Frank, men do get their breast checked too. And then sometime at home, men, y'all can check y'all own breasts. She like the young man. What you been doing today, Mickey? The little arm, I got the elbow, I got it wrapped out. I said, TNT be talking about her arm so much. Look at me. Like I told my doctor yesterday, as I was going out, look, I already go for my back and knee. And I went for my foot the other month. Now my arm. I told her, "Well, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I just got to keep it going, y'all. I was feeling miserable yesterday before I went to the doctor. I was feeling straight miserable. But I got all right. They gave me some medicine. Like I said, it's going to be like that all winter for me. Whew. I won't go outside when it get real, real cold. I don't go out there letting I just have to. I'm not with that winter. But Frank, I was talking about the men and breast cancer. Men get themselves checked too. There is tests for men also. So just for the guys, if y'all see anything out of the ordinary going on with your breast, just fill up there sometime. Just fill up there sometime. And if you think you feel something ain't right, like a knot or growth or something just ain't right, let your doctor check it out. Uh, Best to be knowing and not knowing. Early detection stirs save lives. But yeah, I'm gonna do another probably next week, share some more information. Then I'll do the last show of breast cancer awareness on the 29th. Yeah. Are you cleaning your house? Okay. That's good. Gotta get that this time of year. I had got the flu shot yesterday too. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. I would first I wasn't gonna get it, but I went on and got it. I know last year I didn't get it. I still ended up with a cold. I remember that year I had that flu. I said, I can't go through that no more. Yeah, this time of year probably need to keep Lysol and hand sanitizer and stuff like that because you can easily catch a cold. I got a flu shot yesterday. Yeah. I might have to get one day. I talked to that lady the other day. I told her I said, you be seeing my husband. She said, what's your husband name? The doctor, we going to that new doctor out there. She said, yeah, I know your husband. Yeah. I gotta get a mammogram done now. I got a schedule up there in Columbus. I guess I have to go up there. But I don't know about that colonoscopy, y'all. She told me I'm due for one, but I'm just gonna do the thing what you send it off. I done got scared. I know that one thing about us, we don't know when, we don't know where, we don't know what gonna happen, but it just has scared me since I know my friend husband had complication from it. But I know everybody body different. I know everybody don't go through the same thing, but whenever they put you to sleep, you're gonna have those, you're gonna be thinking like just praying that I make it through this, you know. So they're just how things are. Let me see what I finished reading about the men. So it kind of. Other than that, I'm doing okay. I got another appointment tomorrow. What y'all eating good today? They do X-rays on the men. They don't do. See, they can't put the men breasts up there like that. So they have to go to do like X-rays or MRIs and stuff like that. They have it where they can be able to see their tissues too. But yeah, I watched The Color Purple. Have y'all seen that? Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? I'm talking about mammograms, and I was just speaking on men get breast cancer also. So our men have to get their breasts checked too. A lot of men probably don't want to do that, but they do get breast cancer. How your day going, Kenny? And I was just talking about the importance of mammograms and things like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, I saw that. I could comment, but I did see you had made some green. Yeah, I think I come in on your green. You had some green beans too. Then holidays starting to roll around. Mickey, I know you already got your list already ready. I know you already got your list already ready, ain't you? I got 2 cavities filled today. Oh, you did? Wow. Do anybody in the do anybody in the chat take the flu shot? I got that yesterday. You know, I still been sharing my food over here. I had cooked the chicken. I think we ate off it about 2 days. I had put one in the air fryer. I made it kind of like a rotisserie chicken. But it still been eating my chicken and vegetables and tea. It's just like my body didn't got accustomed to it. I don't even hardly think about no ginger ale now, Miss Key. I don't even think about it now. I just try to just not even go to no caffeine unless I just have a taste for it. I ain't really been having no taste for it. Not how I used to want one, but not now. It's just like everything is a norm to me now. Like I ain't gotta have it, so I'm good. I know you feel better, Kenneth. You have to get 2 cavities out. What did you say? Let's see what he said. You got 2 cavities filled. Okay.
What about no teeth? My gums got worse.
Well, you probably go and get it checked on then. Go on to the dentist now. I tried drinking some hot tea. I didn't like it. Oh, you did? Okay. I got my flu. You got your flu shot yesterday? Yeah, I got mine yesterday too. Yep. I told him, don't put it on that arm. I had to get on that arm. That arm right here already. So I'm just reading right here about the men breast cancer. Now, just for you guys. Because Frank said, you over there talking about the women stuff. I said, men get breast cancer too. They said, although it's rare, men can get breast cancer. Several factors can increase a man's chance of getting breast cancer. Okay. Uh, Breast cancer is most often found in women, but men can get breast cancer too. About 1 out of every 100 breast cancer diagnosed in the United States is found in a man. Y'all hear that? The most common kind of breast cancer in men is invasive ductal carcinoma. The cancer cells begin in the ducts and they grow outside the ducts into other parts of the breast tissue. Invasive cancer cells can also spread or metastasize to other parts of the body. You got them filled. That's good. Was your mouth so, Kenneth? So men do get breast cancer, and normally, this is what they say. Most common symptoms of breast cancer in men are a lump or swelling in the breast, redness or flaky skin in the breast, irritations of dimple breast skin, nipple discharge, pulling in of the nipple pain in the nipple area. These symptoms can happen with other conditions that are not cancer. If you have any symptoms or changes, see your doctor right away. That's right. If you feel like your nipples, that's for the women too. Because some people say they be getting like discharge. You get discharged and you feel like they are sore. If you see something just ain't right, if you know your body, if you know something just ain't adding up, see your doctor immediately. So, like I said, my channel is here not to diagnose anyone, not to give anyone any advice. This is commentary. This is awareness. This is what I share over here. And, I'm all about keeping myself uplifted along with others. I do awareness to let people know, look, you're not alone out here. If you need to come to my platform, you can share your journey about breast cancer. Anything that you're dealing with, you can come to my channel and share. Look what Ken just said. He got 2 cavities filled. So I'm sure you're going to feel better because you probably wasn't able to eat much because, one thing, I done got most all my pool. I got a few more left, but one thing I hate is a toothache. And I especially hate when one have a hole in it, can't eat right. And if you got cavities, it's that's why I tell my little grandbabies, like all, when you live, all of them come out. I told her, oh, you're going to lose all of them. She always be to my grandma, you ain't got no teeth. I was like, you're going to have to get some dentures too. Keep on. But now I told her, hers falling out because she's little, but she got to slighten up on that candy stuff. Tell my husband, tell my he gone. I was better go to the dentist. He don't like to go to the dentist now. My mom was mom for a little, but not long. So was you having problem with your teeth, Kenny? That's why you went and got them filled? At least you was able to save them, You was able to save them. That's good. Yeah, it'll be numb for a little while until eventually it'll wear off. But it's several factors can increase a man's chance of getting breast cancer. Getting older, the risk of breast cancer increase with the age. Most breast cancer are found after the age 50. Genetic mutation, inheritance changes, certain genes increase breast cancer history. Risk. Family history of breast cancer. A man risk for breast cancer is higher if a close family member has had breast cancer. That's what I was saying about if you have a sibling or a close relative that got breast cancer, normally, you go to the doctor because when you get ready to have a procedure or whenever you're going to the doctor, first thing they probably have you to fill out papers like they'll ask you your mom history. Do anybody in your family have cancer? It'd be on a paper you have to fill out when you go to the doctor. They'll ask you about the cancer, the blood pressure. It'd be like a paper where you have to check off because they want to know if you have anybody in your family that's dealing with breast cancer. So that's give you a chance to let them know, look, we need to get you checked out. So that's for the men also. If you have a close relative or someone that have had breast cancer, they suggest that you get it because it is like hereditary or it just kind of like something can be in your genes, So radiation therapy treatment. Men who have radiation therapy to the chest have a higher risk of getting breast cancer. Wow. Hormone therapy treatment. Drugs containing estrogen, a hormone that helps develop and maintain female sex characteristics, which were used to treat prostate cancer in the past, increase men breast cancer. So it's a lot. So anything that like I said, men, check your own breast. When you lay down at night or whenever you take your shower or bath or whatever, you can feel around. Feel around in your chest. Don't be, women, we have to do it too. Check and see if you got anything going on up there. Make sure you can consult your doctor. So that's basically what I was just talking about today. Getting those tests, early tests does save lives. Early detection saves lives. It's nerve wracking, but once you once you get the test over with, you'll still be kind of wondering what the test is gonna be and things like that. They draw blood yesterday. I had to get some blood work did yesterday. I gotta go back. She gonna try some more different kind of medicine. Did a little arm and it got stuck so much. And then tomorrow I go back to the doctor. So I'm always at the doctor because I'm trying to make sure I need to be where I need to be. I don't like hurting. I don't like being pain. And if my pain level increases, that means I have to get more injections. So stuff like that. I don't. So since I've been through some of the things, I take myself very serious now, more serious than ever, because life is so short and people are leaving here every day. People are leaving here every day. I just found out yesterday, it's just like somebody's leaving here that I know, or one of my brother's friend died. They found her, she had pneumonia. They found her on the floor in her house. I'm gonna play a little this about my shirt for a minute, about my merch. So I go get my charger for my other phone. I'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Everyone Wellness and More. And happy Friday. Today I'm sharing that I have 20% off at my online boutique. You can find a link to my shop on my channel, or you can check the links below this video. I have awareness merch available, from breast cancer to Alzheimer to inflammation, stop bullying. I'm sharing awareness merch, and I also do custom made designs. If you have anything that you want custom made, a logo or a brand, you can email me at amymore6969@gmail.com. I pray you continue to have a blessed weekend. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay prayed up. And thanks for watching. Hello, I'm back. But if you see anything that you would like to check out in my shop, you can find it on it's connected to my channel, but you can go to George Gary Woman Boutique and you can check out some of those items. And thanks again, Angie, for purchasing a breast cancer awareness shirt. She's supposed to come on the panel once she get it, and that'll be when I do the next that show on the 29th. If I told her it should be and came back because the one I ordered it came back yesterday. So that's something that I like to do. I like to share things on different awareness. I go to my shop and I try to do some awareness shirts and things. Trying to put this charge in here. But other than that, guys, I'm doing okay. I'm still here trying to stay in here. What did everybody do today? Did y'all do some commentary? Did y'all do any videos today? I'm here. Did y'all do any videos today? Who was in the chat? Y'all make sure y'all check everybody that came by. But those are some of the things that I just wanted to discuss today. And I'll be sharing some more. People are doing different types of awareness for breast cancer. Some people are walking. Some people are they honoring people. They doing like I seen some people walking. I see some people wearing t-shirts. Some people wearing pink for the month of October. There are different ways. Like I'm sharing information and doing shows about it. But there are different ways you can help someone that's give them a word of encouragement. Just let a person know that look, we know you're going through this. Just keep on fighting. Just keep on fighting. And like I said about the mammogram, it normally start at 40, but like they said, now it seems like people under 40 are having issues or dying from breast cancer. So, there are some things to think about when you do get your checkup. Your doctor might just want to check your breast just in case. But it's good to ask questions. Good to ask questions about anything that you're dealing with. I remember when I used to work, a job I used to work on, they used to have like a van. They used to have people coming to the job. They had people come to the job to get your breast checked. They would get blood giveaway. They have people coming out there if you can draw blood, but they can give blood. They had different like little things to help people when it comes to their wellness out there. I used to always get my breast checked when they always would come there. And then after I wasn't working there, I wasn't going as regular as I was, but now it seems like I'm going more regular. But the doctor I got now, she's saying I got to go every year. Well, I want to go or not, so, but she recommended it, so I will go. It's good to get those regular checkups. So yesterday I just did like a wellness checkup. I did like a wellness checkup. I just got my blood work done because I usually get my blood work done every 3 months. So it was time for me to get my blood work done. And people don't realize when you get your blood work done, it shows a lot of things. She said yesterday she was checking my thyroid level, my liver, just different parts of your arc. Your blood work would tell a lot. You check you for diabetes. If you have anything that's going on with your blood cells, things like that. That's what the blood work would show. She told me if I don't get a call from her, that means my tests were good. So praying about those tests I took yesterday. And I did the flu shot. It wasn't so bad. She said my arm was gonna be sore. It wasn't so bad last night. I don't know what it's going to make it out. But it wasn't that bad after I got the flu shot yesterday. So hopefully it'll work fine for me. I won't have no issues with that. But I'm still sticking with some of the things that I had started over a month ago with this fighting this inflammation. I'm still sticking with that. Like I said, I haven't been on any caffeine since almost 50 days now. No sodas, no sugary drinks. I will drink juice tea. I do protein shakes, stuff like that, but I haven't had any sodas. I miss my ginger ale, but I'm good. I'm good. You know, the holidays are coming up. And tomorrow is my baby boy birthday. My son will be 28 tomorrow. Gosh. So I got a 28-year-old. Gonna have a 28-year-old, and I got a 36-year-old. I told him, I said, "Woo, y'all little selves getting up." Yeah. Yep. He'll be 28. My baby will be 28 tomorrow. I'm proud of some things he have accomplished lately. He have changed his path and things that he's trying to do different now. He done left the music business. Now he's more into being into business. And I was sharing his website earlier. I might have to start by putting it in my night box. But he have a wellness shop. We do have vitamins and different things like that, from vitamins to lotion. He got a lot of different things. So I had some. I took some of that. I had some ground chicken, so I made me like a little pizza. I didn't want no more of that. I didn't want no more of those greens and stuff. So I said I'm gonna eat me something different. I mostly they got peppers on it. Yeah, but I was just looking at some right quick, see if anything else I want to talk about. And thank you, Young Breeze, for coming in. And I do want to thank a lot of the people that be in my comments, from like Angie, Mona, Frank. I seen you over there, Miss Key. I want to thank some of y'all that do comment on some of my videos and stuff. I do appreciate y'all so much. And Mona, I mean, if I don't see you in the live, y'all do come in my comments and let me know. Look, I'm still here. I'm supporting you. You know, I know daytime is different, and then I know some of them are working. But shout out to all of y'all, the ones that I know that support me. Thank you, pre-retirement, for coming in. Lorette Dot, thank you for coming in. And I see some people be sharing me, like Lion Pride. Thank you for sharing me the other day. Somebody else had shared me. Joshua Graham, thank you for sharing my live the other day also. And shout out to Joshua Graham. He doing his thing. He working on himself and working on his fitness and things like that. Shout out to everybody. Maybe we might not see what people do, and a lot of people don't share what they do. They do it on their own privacy and on their own time. So shout out to people that are working toward themselves, trying to better themselves. Shout out to you. Shout out to Sassy. She be doing her thing over there. She's walking. She wearing her pink. She's doing her whole panel over there, her whole challenges and things like that. So shout out to you guys for doing you. And that's the thing. Doing you. Doing you. And that's what we gotta do these days, y'all. We got to continue to do what we gotta do for ourselves. Cause we can't depend on nobody else to do for us or for our health and other things. We gotta be the one that have to make that change. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson said, make that change. Man in the mirror. Yep. And Charlene Hill, she had shared me out the other day too. I appreciate her. But tomorrow's Thursday. I have a appointment and Friday's coming up. I probably share some stuff. I probably pop back up, but I might figure I take this computer to the shop while I'm up there. I don't know what they're gonna charge me to get it fixed, but I'm gonna see can they tell me what might be going on. Because like I said, it did good yesterday. I watched The Color Purple. That movie was okay. That was my first time watching the musical. You know, it was a lot of singing and stuff like that. But at the end, I don't care what it was. You know, they did some of the red parts of the real movie, but at the end, it still made me sad. When The Color Purple, I remember seeing The Color Purple at the movies when I was little when it first came out. And I always said it was a sad movie. But the way they did it on the part with Fantasia now, it was still sad to me at the end when the kids came and said, you know, those are children and stuff like that. It was still sad at the end. But that Mister that was a little like he was a little bit better than that Mister was on the other movie. That Mister on the original Color Purple, he was just straight nasty. But then Mister him wasn't that bad. But he was bad, but he was that bad as the original Mister. But I think it was a pretty good movie though. A lot of singing and a lot of singing and going on. And like I said, it's a musical. That's about it. I'm just gonna continue to keep staying focused and doing what I need to do to get where I need to be on this journey. And I'm gonna continue to work on this channel as long as God give me the strength to do so. Lately, I've been doing a little bit more than I was over a month or two ago because I wasn't up to it. But it seems like I'm starting to get back in the rhythm with my videos and live stream. My numbers starting to get back up there. Um, it ain't like I have big numbers over here, but when I wasn't coming live and wasn't up to it, it went all the way down. But it's starting to come back up some. Some people watch me and some people don't. But you know, I still keep doing what I do. Keep still doing what I do. I say might not be the some people might not support you, some people might not watch your videos, but there are some people that do. So that let me know that when I get a few views, I said, well, if I get 50 views, that means 50 some people, I guess, probably watch me. I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying, because we don't see people in your chat, that don't mean that people don't support you. Because there are probably people that be in the bushes, which I know they do be in the bushes. So, hey, bush people, I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up. So I appreciate the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the bush people, the people that come in the chat. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Because I'm going to end this in probably about 6 more minutes. Yep. So I do have my mammogram scheduled. I will be going and get that done. And just go on and get it done and get it over with. I get nervous when that time comes, but I know it's for my own good. We know early detection does save lives. I'm trying to see if anybody live that was in the chat or is anybody that did something that was in here. I will support the ones that came over today. Let's see. And I don't know why YouTube don't let me type on certain channels' videos. They won't let me comment on certain videos. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. It's some. I see I see Miss Key had did a short earlier today. Trying to see what Frank had did. Frank still doing his review on okay, he been doing a review on Beyond the Gates. I tried to get into that. It seemed like it's a good soap opera, but after I missed the first couple of shows, it seemed like if I don't watch the beginning, if I don't watch the beginning of a series, I'll be lost. But Frank, he been sharing a lot of reviews on it. But maybe one day I'll be able to catch up on the series because I know they have where you can catch up on the series. I'm trying to see. I know pre-retirement. Thank you for coming in. She always support. She be able to doing her cooking and different things like that. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. I'm just trying to see who I was in the chat, just checking them out, seeing what they was on. And thank you for coming in, Kenneth. Also, hope your mouth get to feeling much better. I know when you get those feelings they don't feel good. I remember when I had to get that done. Ooh, I didn't like that either. Anything that caused me pain, I don't like it. It was a little painful, but yeah. Let's see who else was in here. Laura Dot. I'm not getting her. I'm not. I'm not even getting her notification. I need to get this off my phone. Yeah. I think this what causing my phone to blank out. I don't know what this is. And shout out to my members again. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. But I'm about to get ready to wrap this on up. But thanks to everybody who did stop by. I see Frank did a video. Miss Key did one. I don't be seeing. I was trying to go to Lorette Dot channel, and I'm gonna go see what pre-retirement been doing. I try to go back and support. I be want to see what the people that come to the chat what they be doing. Maybe her channel will probably pop up. Let's see. I'm gonna have to see can I go through if this computer come on and come in on Miss Key. Cause I can't even come in. I gave her a thumb up. I can't even come in with my phone. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. I see on a pre-retirement video. Okay. Okay, so your browser has not connection to your camera. Make sure something about my browser. I'm finna get it off anyway because it's like it want to act up or something. But anyway, I'm gonna do this right quick. I want to thank everybody that did come over today. Like I said, this is commentary. This is part of the awareness for breast cancer month. Like I said, I have these shirts available, and I also have another design. This is the shirt from last year. And if you decide you want to get a shirt from me, you can go to Jolly Girl One Boutique. It'll come up. Or you can go to my store. It's hooked up to my channel. I think these shirts right now, I think you have to get like a couple of things and you get 20% off. But today commentary was about the importance of a mammogram. And I just read and shared some things about the mammogram. But the only thing I would say, if you having some type of issues, if you discover any type of lumps or you see any type of discharge coming from your nipples or you having discomfort up there with your breast, immediately get medical attention. And that the same go for men also. Anytime you see anything that feel like a lump or you get a hurting in your breast area, don't hesitate about those things because you never know what it could be. Mammograms are nerve-wracking, but in the long run, it could save lives. I got one scheduled. I just want to tell everybody thank you to the ones that who still support me. Thank you. I see you in my comments. I see the genuine comments you leave, the inspiration and inspiring words and prayers. Thank y'all for your continued with your support. And shout out again to my members. I can never leave those people out because they do pay me membership every month. Thank you for supporting me in that way. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. And for the ones that stopped by today, thank you all. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged and always stay what? Prayed up. Until next time. Bye bye.